Children are small, weak versions of us real humans. So that means it's our duty to protect them. From what, you may ask? Dinosaurs. Now I know what you're thinking. Dinosaurs aren't real. And the bones were just planted by the deep state in order to take us further away from insert deity here. But that's just a lie. By the deeper state. You see, I have it on good authority that scientists are working on a way to revive them a la Jurassic Park. And if we look closely, you can see that. What? We aren't protecting them from dinosaurs? Then what are we protecting them from? Oh, that was weird, but okay, I guess I can talk about that. But before we really get into things, let's go over what grooming actually is, so we're all on the same page here. All right. So grooming is the practice of preparing or training someone for a particular purpose or activity. Now, that sounds harmless, but if we do in the specific context of child grooming, then we come to the definition that's befriending and establishing emotional connection with a minor under the age of consent, and sometimes the child's family, to lower the child's inhibitions with the objective of essay. Now, that's obviously a bad thing, and absolutely no one in the world should be defending that, right? Like, if you are defending that, stop doing that. Seriously, what's wrong with you? That's weird and bad and creepy and illegal. So now that we have a better understanding of what grooming is, let's see what those evil LGBTQ plus trademark groomers are doing.
On your screen, you're seeing an event page from bestdragshows.com. It advertises tickets for an upcoming event in November. The bottom of the flyer says that minors are allowed if accompanied by a parent or guardian. Now, apparently this is not a crime in the state of Texas. It's certainly a huge moral crime that nobody should accept. You're not tolerant if you accept this. Sexualizing children is totally wrong. It's the most wrong thing of all, and it just shows how totally passive and out of it the rest of us are, that we haven't acknowledged that and done something about it, actually done something about it. Sarah Gonzalez has done something about it. She works at Blaze TV. She joins us tonight. Sarah, thanks so much.
All right. I wasn't expecting to see Tucker Carlson, even though I am the one who is editing this video. It's like a double jump scare for me. Now, at first glance, it sure does look like a provocative show is taking place right in front of the children. You know, the small, weak ones that would be easy prey for dinosaurs. But can we just look at that little disclaimer they had on the ticket? You know, the part that reads, this is a ticketed event at a private establishment. We believe it is the prerogative of parents/guardians to make decisions regarding the well-being of their children. If you would not allow your children to see an R-rated movie or watch TV programming, this is not the event for them. Minors must be accompanied by a parent/guardian. So then these kids weren't really forced into this environment then, right? Right, Tuck? The parents, the people that you guys go on and on and on about being the ones of their child's welfare and all that stuff, you know, have the choice to bring them. They could bring those little walking dinosaur meals or leave them at home. It also doesn't say all ages welcome. It quite clearly says that minors must be accompanied by a parent and or guardian, much like you should want to see an R-rated movie. It's almost as if knew the truth and kind of just like bullets past that. But I'm sure that's not the case.
No, it's interesting, Tucker, because the excuse that they always use is, well, I thought you guys were the party of parental rights, and if you don't like it, just don't take your kid. Parental rights does not apply to child abuse. This is clear child abuse. This is the sexual abuse of children, which we used to, the left and the right, we used to be able to agree was a really, really bad thing and we can't do it. But the left has become so radicalized that they are trying to normalize this and excuse it.
But it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Because these groomers have decided to infect the minds of our poor, impressionable potential snacks for dinosaurs by cornering them in libraries and indoctrinating them. And listen, just to give you guys a warning, this following clip is extremely disturbing.
When I first heard about it, I was just like, where can I sign up? and I was part of the first few girls who started Drag Queen Story Hour in New York City. So when I put on my wig on my dress, like, I'm ready to go save the world.
How many of you want to be a mermaid when you grow up?
For me, I think Drag Queen Story Hour is just such a natural fit. It's like one of those ideas that's just so good that I'm shocked that no one had thought of it sooner.
So what do you think a drag queen is? A queen of dragons.
Poor little girl. She's so indoctrinated, she doesn't even know the true queen of dragons. Ugh. These groomers have been covertly and or insidiously spreading their evil dragness to these kids by teaching them how to read, which, as we know, is an obvious ploy for them to associate a positive learning experience with the evil drag performance and thus forcing them to one day become those drag performers themselves. Ugh. It is truly sickening how these people's brains work, and it gets worse. Like, just look at this clip of this woman who has to flee her state just to get away from all of these groomers.
I live in America and I'm having to make an escape plan. I'm having to ask people if I can send my kid to go live with people, to put her somewhere safe until I can get there and get my life squared away, just in case I have to. I mean, is the DoorDash person gonna recognize our name? Are they an alt-right extremist? You know, is my neighbor, who's very pleasant to talk to, gonna decide that it's their job to mandatorily report? Because Texas, every Texas citizen is a mandatory reporter here.
Ooh, wait. That was a clip showing a Texas mother having to have an escape plan because her daughter is trans and doesn't feel safe. But why wouldn't she feel safe? We're doing all of this to protect the kids. The kids should be the most safe. This is the reason why this is happening. I mean, it's not like Texas has any bills that would actively harm. Wait, what's that? A bill that would actively harm kids by making it impossible to access gender-affirming care? Oof. Okay, not looking too good on the protecting children front. But I'm sure that's the only... What's this? A bill that could potentially see parents who violate the proposed law face 2 to 10 years in prison and have their child put in foster care and be open to civil litigation. Ah, yes. Nothing says protecting children more than ripping them from their families because they dare to validate their child. I mean, I, for one, can't see this leading to any sort of mental health issue for children, since, you know, they never blame themselves for anything and definitely won't take this as them being the sole reason why their family has been taken from them and or having their parents end up in jail. Oh, boy. Oof. You know what? I need a break. How about I go get some water, maybe even stock up on some anti-dinosaur bullets, and you guys hang out in the comment section. Just chill out, relax, get a snack yourself. Maybe hit that subscribe button. Click on that bell icon. Do YouTube things to help me, your new favorite YouTuber, grow. All right, let's get some water.
I don't have much time. I got this facility, and then you won't believe what's happening. It's not just dinosaurs, you guys. It's not just dinosaurs. No, it's not just dinosaurs.
You know what? After getting some water and like really thinking things over, I was really going nuts over that dinosaur thing. Like, I think I was just going over so much info in regards to like protecting the children and how it's like not really about the children and all that nonsense that I was looking for like shapes and shadows, you know? Like, why would they even want to bring back dinosaurs? They're dead and we're totally safe from them. But you know who aren't safe? The actual children. I mean, as much as the right likes to paint LGBTQ folks as groomers, it's simply not true. I mean, the overwhelming majority of actual groomers that we have seen have been either part of the GOP, just part of the right wing in general, or members of the church. And yet, we have no issues sending them to church. Hell, a lot of conservative talking points include having more church and gods in schools. They have no problem with sexualizing children, when they take them to places like Hooters. They have no problem poisoning their minds with hateful rhetoric, or even, them handling dangerous weapons. All that's totally cool and okay. But the minute a boy wants to wear a dress or a girl starts to wear pants, suddenly the world's gone too far in the wrong direction. None of this is new though. We've heard this Reddit before. The LGBTQ community is dangerous to children. They're full of groomers or this and that. But how are they dangerous to children? Like, when was the last time you heard a child unaliving themselves because their parents were too understanding? When was the last time there was a massive attack led by a member of the LGBTQ community on like a school, for example? How many kids, were like, man, I really want to just get out of here and run away because my gender identity was validated by my society? If you truly want to protect children, then we have to protect all children, not just the children that fit into your nice little square. And if you really want to do that, we could start with, I don't know, performing gun laws so that children feel safe enough to go to school without getting shot at. Because, last time I checked, there weren't any anti-LGBT, rooms, and there weren't any active LGBT person drills. So if we want to start helping the kids, let's go jump on that.
You can see here there's no handle on the outside. So in the event of an emergency, a teacher or administrator is able to close the door and lock it so the students are kept safely inside.
Just saying. Sorry for ending the video on a bit of a more serious note than you guys are probably used to from me and stuff, but this is kind of a serious issue. Unlike the completely unfounded fear of dinosaurs returning. Like, how would that even happen? Like, most of the remains are used for like fuel and stuff. And like, it's not like due to the copious amount of fossil fuels that we've been burning that there's like an abundance of microscopic dinosaur particles floating in the air, and each breath that we take slowly but surely infects us with that. And if like we are able to somehow manipulate the reptilian part of our brains, we can access said dinosaur DNA and like completely override our human DNA, thus bring the dinosaurs back. Like, that would be insane. Like that wouldn't make any sense. There's no way it's even possible. Anyways, I'm gonna just go cancel this order of those dinosaur be gone bullets, since that's just a waste of money, because the dinosaurs are definitely not coming back and are totally, fully dead, and you're safe. Okay, bye.